It's time now for the PHL Show, 11 o'clock news in this late Sunday night, October 4th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 11 o'clock news and I'm here on it. Late Sunday night here. Top story 11 o'clock news late Sunday night here is in Charleston, South Carolina, where South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley urged residents on Sunday to plan on staying home at least by Monday due to flooding, and that's because of the dangerous flooding. She predicted that it is a historic flood, along with one emergency official said. Kabul, Afghanistan. The situation in the war-torn Afghan city of Kunduz became more precarious for residents caught between government troops and Taliban militants after the withdrawal Sunday of an aid group that was one of the last providers. A day before, gunmen in Oregon killed 8 classmates of his college writing teacher. Salome County Sheriff's detectives pulled apart by students under a student went made to the high school near yesterday in National Park reported he said. Ben Bernanke said more detectives should have faced prosecution for 2008 financial crisis. Donald Trump wasn't amused with Hillary Clinton's hilarious SNL sketch with Kate McKinnon and stuck on Kennedy to get his fellow candidate on Twitter. Horrific accounts of people drowning in a retired motorhome and being trapped in a road tunnel by floodwater have emerged after the French Riviera was hit by extreme downpours. West Berlin and the crowd in front of the Berlin Wall in 1989 as they watched the German border guards demolish a section of the wall in order to open a new crest between East and West Berlin. Beirut, Syrian and activists said late Sunday that Islamic State militants have destroyed a newly 2,000-year-old arson in ancient city Palmyra, the latest victim in the group's campaign to destroy historic sites across the territory. Santa Catarina, Pinola, Guatemala. Hope faded on Sunday for finding any survivors of a mudslide that killed at least 131 people as rescuers reported that the buried dwellings they reached filled with water, suggested that anyone trapped inside. In Minneapolis, 3 young children are dead after a house caught fire Saturday night in North Minneapolis as the family had just moved into the home and they were told they may have left the oven open and running in the kitchen to keep warm. 9 people killed during a shooting at an Oregon college ranged from ages 18 and 67 from freshmen who hadn't even finished their first week of college to a retired school teacher who had returned to educating students. Authorities in Trumbull County, Ohio, near Cleveland, are searching for a missing 2-year-old daughter, Rain Patterson, in Trumbull County. The 9 Supreme Court justices will emerge on Monday from behind a long red velvet curtain and take their assigned seats on the bench to begin a new term. Molly in Illinois, Farm Equipment Manager Deering Company says United Auto Workers members have approved a new 6-year labor agreement that covers facilities in 3 states. New York, the global market volatility in the past month that has sent U.S. stocks to the worst quarter of the 4 years, so those things letting up just because of calendar to October. Some Europeans will have favored an opt-in on the biotech crop size. A deadline passed on October 3rd for countries of the EU to opt out of the future GMO Corporation planning approvals. New York, the number of people living in extreme poverty is likely to fall for the first time below 7% of the world's population in 2015. The World Bank said on Sunday that it revised the benchmark for measuring. The blue whales, which are scientifically known as Balaenoptera musculus, are enormous marine creatures that belong to the baleen whale suborder and is preceded the largest animal on planet, the reach of 100 feet. The history of the ancient mega tsunami on the coast of Africa may highlight our current problem with tsunami prediction. It was a combination of calming days and asteroid strike followed by a vast volcanic eruption type of world away that doomed the dinosaurs and many other creatures 66 million years ago. Before everyone gets excited, there are 2 cavities that discovered. The first is primary that it is in pure water, but a saline solution that contains various salts. Young children given asthma medication before the age of 2 may not grow to their full height in the later life, a preliminary report suggests. U.S. doctors and hospitals switched to a new set of medical codes on Thursday that was first changed since 1979 as a new hospital system and nearly 72,000 codes for various procedures, up from less than 4,000 previously and nearly 70,000 codes for various uses. The UK has greenlighted the transplant of 10 wombs to the patients without one as a clinical trial. Its success of the first baby born in a transplanted womb in the region will arrive in 2018. In Waltham, Massachusetts, a working fire at 91 Cherry State Reach as a fire in a dumpster with extension. Oxford, Massachusetts, a third alarm fire. Main Street in downtown Oxford. Interior crews reporting the fire is knocked down. Peter Shell News Time is now 11:04. Time now for a sports report here. The Boston Red Sox wrap up the 2015 regular season with a 3-1 loss to the Cleveland Indians to finish 78-84 in the season. Okay, other scores around major leagues here. Atlanta Braves sweep a doubleheader with the St. Louis Cardinals for 6-0 in the first game, then 2-0 in the second game. Texas Rangers over the Los Angeles Angels 9-2 as they take the AL West title. Philadelphia Phillies over the Miami Marlins 7-2. Colorado Rockies over the San Francisco Giants 7-3. Baltimore Orioles over the New York Yankees 9-4. Pittsburgh Pirates shut out the Cincinnati Reds 4-0. Cleveland and Indians over the Boston Red Sox 3-1. Detroit Tigers shut out the Chicago White Sox 6-0. Chicago Cubs over the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1. New York Mets over the Washington Nationals 1-0. Arizona Diamondbacks over the Houston Astros 5-3. Kansas City Royals over the Minnesota Twins 6-1. Los Angeles Dodgers over the San Diego Padres 6-3. Seattle Mariners over the Oakland 3-2, and Tampa Bay Rays pad that those Toronto Blue Jays 12-3. In ML soccer scores here, 67-49 in the second half. LA Galaxy leaded Seattle Sounders 1-0 here. FC Dallas Sport Houston Dynamo 1 and Real Salt Lake 2, Colorado 1. In NFL action here, non-Saints are leading the Dallas Cowboys 19-13 with 7:58 left in the fourth quarter here. New York Jets over the Miami Dolphins 27-14. Washington Redskins win over Philadelphia 23-20. Carolina Trans Tampa Bay 37-23. Indianapolis over Jacksonville in overtime 16-13. Falcons Atlanta transfer to Houston Texas 40-21. Chicago Nipton win over Oakland 22-20. Cincinnati 36, Kansas City 21. New York Giants 24, Buffalo 10. San Diego 30, Cleveland 27. Denver 23, Minnesota 20, Green Bay 17, San Francisco 3, and St. Louis over Arizona 24-22. Cleveland still signed up as Red Sox play-by-play announcer after 15 years today, sending out a heartfelt thank you to fans and friends that brought partner Jerry Remy to tears on his eyes. Colin Kaepernick is an franchise quarterback. He's barely experiencing a caliber quarterback at this point in the career, and San Francisco 49ers should adjust their future plans accordingly. Dover Delaware, talk about flipping the switch, talk about coming in fight the cup, break out any sports clip you like, what Kevin Over is number one. Here, showing the times now, 11:07 on this late Sunday night, time now for a travel report. Baby, let's take a look at the traffic map here on this late Sunday night here. 24 in the southbound side is so from 44 in Minium to Route 140 in Taunton here. 185 in the northbound side, a little slow from 140 Mansfield to Route 95. And then 185 in the southbound side, a little slow through the Franklin Bellingham stretch from 126 in Bellingham to Route 140 in Franklin here. 290 in the eastbound side, so before Route 146 in Worcester here. Route 3 in the southbound side is so from Union Street all the way up to Derby Street in Hingham here. 24 in the northbound side, so around Route 128 in Canton here. Mass Park in the eastbound side is so from BU all the way up to the Prue Tunnel here on the eastbound side of the Mass Park. Mass Park on the westbound side is slow around the western area around Route 120 in the Mass Park here. I-84 on the northbound side is so for Union, Connecticut here. All the highways in Rhode Island are looking very good here. Route 3 in the southbound side, so from Route 40 in Chelsea all the way up to the North Billerica here. And all the highways in the Granite State and up in Maine are looking very good on this late Sunday night here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the T here on the MBTA. Subway system looking good. Commuter rail. Haverhill Line trade 210.58 from Haverhill delayed weekdays 10-20 minutes at Andover Bellevue for Friday, October 23rd here. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News Time, 11:08. Time now, a weather report here, and the latest on walking is now, which was once a Cat 4 storm, is now a Cat 1 storm with 33.1 in the north, 65 and after the west movement, north breeze at 13 miles an hour here. And the latest public advisory on walking continues to produce tropical conditions on Bermuda while passing just northwest of the island there. And hurricane warning is effective for Bermuda, as a hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. For some information specific to your area, please monitor product station by your local National Meteorological Service here. At 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of Hurricane Joaquin was located due to latitude 33.1 in the north, longitude 65 and after the west. Joaquin is moving toward the north-northeast near 13 miles an hour and return toward the northeast and east-northeast is expected over the next 40 hours on the forecast track. The center of Joaquin will begin to move it away from Bermuda on Monday. Max same winds are decreased at 85 miles an hour with higher gusts. Gradual weakness is forecast during the next 48 hours. As hurricane force winds extend outwards up to 35 miles from the center of tropical force winds extend outwards up to 185 miles as sustained wind speed of 46 miles and a gust of 64 miles an hour were reported at Bermuda International Airport during the past couple of hours here. And Air Force Hurricane Under aircraft reported minimum central pressure at 961 millibars at 20.38 inches here. Wind tropical conditions will continue to affect Bermuda for tonight and with possible gusts to near hurricane force. Storm surge is dangerous and life threatening and storm surge is expected to produce Coastal flooding in Bermuda. Near the coast, the surge will be occurring by large and destructive waves. Rainfall. Walking in expected to produce total rainfall accumulation of 3 to 5 inches at West Bermuda for tonight. Surf swells generally by walking will continue to affect portions of the Bahamas during the next few days, and the swells affect much to the southeast of the mid-Atlantic coast of the United States and will spread off for the long the east coast of the United States. By Monday, the swells will likely cause threatening and certain rip current conditions visible. Walking is expected to be past well east of the coast of the United States. A prolonged period of elevated water levels in the large waves will affect the mid-Atlantic region, causing significant beach and dune erosion with moderate coastal flooding likely. Please consult products with your local weather office. Here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Overnight, most of the sky with steady temperature around 50 degrees, north with about 7 miles an hour. Here. Monday, back to work, back to school. Most of the sky have about 60 degrees, north with about 8 miles an hour. Monday night, most of the sky about 42 degrees and north with about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Here. Tuesday, most of the sky about 66 degrees and north with about 7 miles an hour. Tuesday, pitch about after 5 a.m. Most of the sky low up 45 degrees and light available wind. Wednesday, patch about for 8 a.m. west, side sky about 69 degrees. Wednesday, most of the sky about 46 degrees. Thursday, side sky about 61 degrees. Thursday night, patch about up to 5 a.m. west, part sky about 42 degrees. Friday, patch about for 8 a.m. west, part sky about 64 degrees. Friday night, chance of showers, most sky about 50 degrees. Chance of is 30%. Saturday, parts of the most sky about 66 to about 45 degrees. And for Sunday, most of the sky about 64 degrees. Right now, not temperature set it at most skies 48 degrees and humidity 86%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Sunday night, October 4th, 2015. Please, I hope you have a good night with a good positive day. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a morning report. Good night.